All right, friends, welcome back. We're talking about complex fractions today. Let's get started. Grab your notebook so we can get right to it. Complex fractions are when you have a fraction within a fraction. So what I'm going to do is rewrite this. There's a couple different ways to do this, but I'm going to rewrite this as a division problem. What we have is 1/3 plus 1/5. All of that is divided by 4/3. So first, let's combine our numerator here. Multiply this by 5, this by 5, this by 3, this by 3. I end up with 5/15 plus 3/15. That gives me 8/15. Now, I have all of that, remember, is divided by 4/3, but we never divide fractions. What do we do instead? We multiply by the reciprocal. So this becomes 8/15 times 3/5. Oh, sorry, 3/4. Let's try that again. And when we do this, make sure that we cross cancel so that we don't have to reduce. Divide by 3, I get 1. Divide by 3, I get 5. And over here, divide by 4, I get 1. Divide by 4, I get 2. So that means I have 2 times 1, which gives me 2. And downstairs, I have 5 times 1, which gives me 5. Excellent. Let's move on to our next one and see what we get. Okay, so same idea, we're gonna try this again. When we do this guy, we wanna make sure that we are doing 2/5 divided by, and we wanna group this together, because remember, you wanna do all of your work on your numerator or your denominator, and then worry about combining those with that big fraction bar. So 4/7 minus 2/5. Again, we're gonna need a common denominator to deal with this. So I'm gonna multiply by 7, and if I do it downstairs, gotta do it upstairs in this little mini fraction here. Times 5. So what I have is 2/5 divided by 20/35 minus 14/35. And again, group all those together because we want to do everything that's in that denominator. So that gives me 2/5 times now 20/35. Let's do some side work here. All that stuff in there is going to be 6/35. But remember, we never divide fractions. What we do instead is multiply by the reciprocal. And the reciprocal of 6/35 is 35/6. Again, let's cross cancel. Divide by 5, I get 1. Divide by 5, I get 7. Divide by 2, I get 1. Divide by 2, I get 3. 1 times 7 is 7. 1 times 3 is 3. Excellent. So there is our answer for that guy. All right, let's take a look at what happens when we have polynomials in here. So looking at this guy, what we want to do first is make sure that since our numerator already has just one fraction, we need to combine our denominator. So I'm going to do a little bit of side work here so that we get this. So we have, let's make that in parentheses. Remember, protect your addition subtraction so you don't accidentally cancel something out. So our common denominator down here is x plus 1 and x. So over here, I'm going to need to multiply by x. And over here, I need to multiply by x plus 1. X plus 1. So all this garbage in this denominator, I have now 4x, upstairs I have 4x plus 6 quantity x plus 1. Let's go ahead and simplify that out before I take our common denominator here. So then I have 4x plus 6x plus 6. That gives me 10x plus 6. Okay, and then our denominator, so that is just our top portion here, right? And so our denominator is x times x plus 1. So let's rewrite this. We have 16 over x minus 2 divided by 10x plus 6 over x times x plus 1. Now remember, protect your addition subtraction so you don't accidentally cancel something out. So previously I showed we would do 16 over x minus 2 divided by, and then we would multiply by the reciprocal. We're going to do the same, but we're going to do it this way. Multiply by x over x plus 1 over, now 10x plus 6. Let's take out a 2 there since they have that in common. So that leaves us 5x plus 3. Now, I've done this in the denominator. So this cancels out this, and this cancels out this. But because I've multiplied this denominator, I have to multiply the numerator. So this, again, is just a different way to do this. You can't always write it as a division problem, and I'll go back to doing that so you can see it. So this is 2, 5x plus 3. So here's what I have. 16 times all that garbage, so 16x, x plus 1, over, now I have 2 times, oops, forgot that. 2 times 5x plus 3 times x minus 2. So 2x minus 2, 5x plus 3. And it looks like I can cancel something out here. This 2, if I cancel that out, divide by 2, I get 1. Divide by 2, I get 8. And so that will be my final answer there. 8x, quantity x plus 1, over x minus 2, 5x plus 3. Okay, so let's look at another fraction or another example that we can have here. Like I said, let's do our numerator and our denominator separate, and then we'll bring it all together. So if, for example, we do our numerator here, we have 3 over x minus 2 minus, and put that in parentheses, 6 over, and that is a difference of squares. So I'm going to factor that to say x plus 2, x minus 2. Okay, so that is all of my numerator here. My common denominator here is x plus 2, x minus 2. So I'm going to go ahead and let's see if I've got a good dark marker here. Do x plus 2 here, x plus 2 here. So what I have now in this part of it is the 3. X plus 2 minus 6. Let's go ahead and simplify that. 3x plus 6 minus 6. So the numerator up here is just 3x. And then downstairs is x plus 2, x minus 2. So all of this garbage up here becomes 3x over, so all of this becomes 3x over x plus 2, x minus 2. Okay, so now what we have to do is this denominator part, this guy right here. Let's go down and do that over here. So we have 3 over x plus 2 plus 1 over x minus 2. Protect your addition subtraction. Now, it looks like our common denominator is x plus 2, x minus 2. So I got to do x plus 2 here, x plus 2 here, x minus 2 here, and x minus 2 here. Again, I'm just going to worry about the numerator first. So I have 3x minus 2 plus 1 times x plus 2. Notice I don't try and distribute right here. If you have a subtraction sign there, you can easily mess up, so don't try and distribute. So I have 3x minus 6 plus x plus 2, which reduces down to 4x minus 4. All of that is over x plus 2, x minus 2. Okay, so all of this is over 4x minus 4 over x plus 2, x minus 2. And I've taken up a bunch of space here to do this, and do not try and cut your space off. Make sure you allot yourself enough room. So what I'm going to do is rewrite this problem here. So now that we've finally got those two, the numerator and denominator, we've got them so there's only one chunk. So our equation is this, or our expression is this, x plus 2, x minus 2. All of that is divided by 4x minus 4 over x plus 2, x minus 2. So again, we can write this as a division problem, right? So we say 3x over x plus 2, x minus 2 is divided by, you'll get much faster at these, by the way. Let's go ahead and take out a 4 here. If we take out a 4, we're left with x minus 1 over x plus 2, x minus 2. But remember, we never divide fractions, we multiply by the reciprocal. So I'm showing a lot of steps that you can do in your head that you don't necessarily need to show every single step on this, but I think it's a really good idea to show it now so you see how this works. So then x minus 1. Now I can cancel out this x plus 2, x minus 2, and that leaves me with, upstairs I get 3x, downstairs I get 4 quantity x minus 1. I guess I didn't really need to simplify that, but that's totally fine. Works out beautifully. So if you have any questions, let your teacher know. Otherwise, great work, and we will see you next time.